Thank you, Emily, for this interview. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Very welcome to Calgary.
Asante.
Is this your first time here?
Actually, yes, it's my first time in Calgary City, but not first time in Canada because I've been here before. What made you come here?
My story is very unique because from Kenya, I was born in Kwamaiko in Ruiru, and then I moved to the UK because my mother was in the UK. So I did my university and my schooling in the UK. I did most of my primary and part of my secondary in Kenya. Then I moved to the UK. Once I finished university, and then I started work.
Which university was that, and what were you studying?
So I went to Imperial University. I did biomedical science as my bachelor's. And
that is in London?
In London.
You said in
central
what?
London.
You did what?
Biomedical science. So that was my bachelor's, and then I did a master's in immunology. Immunology,
okay.
Your immune system.
Immunology, wow.
So my background is very scientific. Once I finished that, I started working in the UK with laboratory work. So I did a lot of work with microbiology, with parasitology, with fungals, and also I worked within the National Health Reference Library for tuberculosis. So once I was working there, I found that the lab work was very repetitive. So I wanted more challenge. So I wanted to shift from working in the labs to working within the pharmaceutical industry, but unfortunately, once I started trying to find a pharmaceutical company, the world collapsed in 2009. And I was competing against people who had 15, 20 years experience.
So you abandoned that course.
I abandoned
and then what next?
And then from there, I actually came to Canada as a visit. I came here for 10 days. I looked around in Toronto and I was like, hi, this is amazing. Let me try and see if I'm able to come to Toronto and get a work permit, work visa, and then move. I came to Calgary to visit a friend, and I was like, okay, this is a smaller city. It has less traffic. The houses are bigger. The roads are bigger. So I was like, let me try and see if I can find
something to do here.
Something to do here.
You didn't have the relevant education background in financing. So how did that happen? How did you transit?
The company World Financial Group that I work for, they will take anybody. Even if you have a standard 8 education, if you're interested in finances, they will train you, they will mentor you, they will make sure you understand exactly what is happening.
So Emily, at World Financial Group, what are you doing exactly?
So what we do specifically is educate people on money. So when we come here as immigrants, nobody sits us down and tell us, okay, so this is Canada, this is the system that we work, this is how money works, this is the banking system. If you want to buy a house, this is the steps to do. Nobody does that. So what we want to do is make people aware of the money that they earn, and people work very, very hard for this money. Where can you put it and how should you put it?
So you look, you cut across, you look at where I've put my money, whether it's in the bank, Kenyan example, I would say a SACCO, or in stocks, and then take a global picture and advise me. I'll also, the good thing with this company, this is why I actually chose it, is we have access to about 70 different top tier companies in Canada and many more in the US. So what that allows us is, as financial independent brokers, I am not tied to a single company. I can look across and see what company works best for you, for your family, for your situation. Well done. And you know, watu maju, you know, people abroad, I hear you would ordinarily have 1 or 2 side hustles. Do you have any side hustle?
Yes. My side hustle right now is TapTapSend.
Oh yeah, TapTapSend.
I'm an ambassador of TapTapSend.
I know about TapTapSend, and coincidentally, TapTapSend is one of our sponsors of Daring Abroad show. So glad. I mean, what a coincidence.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like TapTapSend as an app. 1, because their rates are very good, and 2, because it's very easy and user friendly. So it's easy to use. So it's not that complicated, and you can. The good thing is it also stores your numbers. So if you're sending to a specific family or mother, father, son, uncle, whatever, you can have the numbers stored within your app, and it's secure. So you can keep sending them without having to remember, oh, that number is this, and I have to type it in again.
So what exactly do you do for TapTapSend?
So for me, it's more about making sure people are aware.
Oh, so you are an agent?
Yes.
You are an agent,
yes.
And how did you know about them?
So
did they look for you? Did you look for them?
I looked for them because in the UK, I used to use TapTapSend in the UK. So when I came to Canada, and then later is when I found out that I could actually work with them. And I was like,
Wow.
this is an answered
Great,
prayer.
Emily. Yeah,
Yes.
well done. And how is TapTapSend different from other money transfer companies or apps?
So for now, what I find TapTapSend is it gives people a peace of mind because specifically for people who have immigrated and they are going through the process of refugee status and all of that, it doesn't ask for your SIN number. So you don't have to have your work permit and all that paperwork already available for you to be able to send money home. And you know, when you come here, people depend on you for everything. So as soon as you land, you're able to actually support your family back home without having, while you're waiting for your papers to be processed.
Wow. Well done, Emily. You have an impressive story. So how did you know about TapTapSend? You looked for them or did they look for you?
I looked for them. I looked for them
You are
initially.
very aggressive.
Yes.
Very daring.
Life is about, if you don't step out of that comfort zone, you will not succeed. Step out of your comfort zone, find what you're passionate about, and trust me, the money will follow.
Wow.
The money will follow. Find what you want to do with your life that will make you happy, that will make you motivated to wake up every day.
Step out of your comfort zone. Very interesting. You've had it there. And thank you so much, Emily, for your time.
You are very
You've made
welcome.
it to Daring Abroad.
Thank you.
Asante sana. Bye.